Denmark is the latest European country to face a seeming act of terror. On Saturday afternoon and the night into Sunday, 2 people have been killed and 5 police officers injured in what police and intelligence services are deeming an act of terror. The pattern of the killings was striking, very similar to the ones seen last month in Paris around Charlie Hebdo. First, the gunman targeted a free speech event. The civilian was killed and 3 police officers were injured. Later in the day, at about 1 AM actually on Sunday, he went to a synagogue, it's presumed, where he shot dead another civilian and injured 2 police officers. Finally, at about 5 AM on Sunday, the police had an address under surveillance. Then a man approached the address. They asked him to stop. He opened fire on them and they killed him. Denmark has long been seen as vulnerable to possible terror attacks for a couple of reasons. The first one is that it's home to Jyllands-Posten, a newspaper that was the first in the world to publish cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad in 2005. That led to rioting and deaths across the Arabic world, but it also put them under immense scrutiny. The second element is that Denmark has an unusually high number, in relative terms, of fighters in ISIS in the Middle East, and there's a worry of security services across Europe about blowback, about returning fighters and what they might do. This is an election year for Denmark. Helle Thorning-Schmidt, the current centre-left Prime Minister, is trailing behind in the polls and looks likely to lose out to a centre-right coalition. That centre-right coalition would enjoy support from Parliament from the Danish People's Party. It's a populist anti-immigration party that's close to being anti-Islam. And already after the attacks, one of their prospective MPs put out a tweet in which he, in part, blamed the left wing for what he called the march into Denmark of Muslims. Now, he later retracted that tweet, but I think it shows that this is bound to be a big topic in this year's elections. Richard Milne, Financial Times.